Hey, what's up, my people? How you doing? My name is Dalton, and this is my channel, and I'm coming at you again with a reaction video of a news article, and I thought it was pretty good. So it's about humane animal rescue of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Okay, helping out the animals and what they do. And I was gonna give me a cat, but that fell through. I wasn't able to give me a kitty. But yeah, it's pretty cool how apparently they help these particular animals that need help that's on the street. Okay, so let's check this out.
Yeah, well, as you said, it is a disturbing trend that animal rescue groups say has covered during the past 3 months. This afternoon, the latest two cases, two dogs in separate cases, found starving in the streets and brought here to Humane Animal Rescue. This is a dog found this afternoon desperately searching for food at a dumpster in Wilkinsburg. Humane Animal Rescue of Pittsburgh says it's a 2-year-old female pit bull that should weigh 40 to 50 pounds, but she only weighs 24 pounds, skin and bones, half her normal body weight.
Unfortunately, we have had a string of pretty severe emaciation and neglect and abuse cases over the past few months. It's really hard for us to see. It's hard for the staff to see.
Sunday, this dog was found emaciated and unable to walk on Laketon Road in Wilkinsburg. It died Monday.
Couldn't be saved, starvation. I mean, it's one of the worst ways a dog could die, starving to death. That's torture.
Mary Withrow found the dog. She is with Allegheny Abused Animal Relief Fund.
This dog couldn't even lift his head. He was so sick, and so skinny. There was just nothing to him.
Alicia Toscano found Caroline in Carrick. Toscano read a Facebook post about Caroline starving while roaming the neighborhood.
Saw what she looked like, and she was very skinny, ribs exposed, hip bones exposed.
She was starving?
She was starving.
Owners could face felony charges if these cases are the result of abuse, but there's help for owners who might be struggling financially. Humane Animal Rescue, Sable Kennel Animal Control, and Braddock Borough all offer animal food banks.
There are pet food banks out there. Some are absolutely no questions asked.
And the public is also encouraged to report any cases of abuse and neglect. Reporting live from Homewood, Sheldon Ingram, Pittsburgh's Action News 4.
Sheldon, we thank.
Okay, now that was a news article. I'll see if I can link it up to you. Humane Animal Rescue, and that is the animal rescue here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, USA, and it's showing how they help animals in need. And what a lot of people don't realize that when it comes to especially pit bulls, but any dog, pit bulls, a lot of people, because when I lived in Texas, it was really, really bad. They breed pit bulls and other dogs like that for fighting, gambling, illegal gambling, and so they can fight each other. And if those dogs lose, then they either they'll kill them, literally, or they'll throw them away and let them starve to death on the street. And this is real, and this happens all. And they have it really bad in Texas, where there's a lot of illegal gambling, whether it's cockfights, talking about like rooster fights or dog fights. And they have had a lot of dogs stolen from people so that they can throw in the pen with their pet bull that they train to fight, to see, just to give it practice. Okay, and if that dog survives, they'll just throw it on the street. So that's why it doesn't shock me a lot of times when you see innocent children or people getting bit by these pit bulls. Most of them, a lot of them are thrown away because they lost fights, okay? And they're abused. These pit bulls don't start out mean like that. They're trained to be like that so they can throw them in the fighting rings, okay? And a lot of them are abused, okay? So a lot of times when you see pit bulls and stuff like that on the street, some of that means that they probably were using illegal fighting, gambling of dogs. And that's why a lot of times people may have their dogs missing. Someone will steal their dog. It doesn't have to be a pit bull, so they can throw it into a ring with that pit bull so they could, part of its training to either kill that dog or win a fight. And then if that dog survives, they'll take that stolen dog and throw it on the street. And this happens a lot, okay? And pit bulls, just like any other animal, cats or dogs, are not born bad. They're trained to be that way, okay? The only reason that an animal is going to automatically act bad a lot of times is if they have some type of disease, rabies or something like that, mental disease that's affecting their minds, okay? Whether they're born with a mental problem or they have a disease that's affecting their brain, okay? But most of the times, pit bulls, even though they do get a bad reputation, and I was always shocked that a lot of them like me, I don't know why, even though they do get a bad reputation, pit bulls and other types of dogs, especially pit bulls, yeah, it's illegal gambling a lot of times. And if they lose the fight, either they're killed or they're thrown on the street to starve to death. And that's how it works. That's the fact. And also, as you saw, though, that they have actual food banks. This is something super important. They actually have actual food banks that people can go to here in Pittsburgh, okay? And I'm sure there's other places too, that no questions asked, and they give you food for your animal, cat, dog, whatever. There's food banks out there for animals, okay? So there's no reason, if you feel like you want to keep your pet, but you can't afford feeding it, there's food banks, free food for your pet, cat, dog, whatever it may be. All right, that was a pretty good one. I ask you to subscribe. I ask you to give this video, any of my videos you like, a thumbs up, okay? And share it. And I shall wrap to you later. Peace.